There's no talent here. This is hard work. This is an obsession. Talent does not exist. We are all equals as human beings. You could be anyone. If you put in the time, you will reach the top, and that's that. So I am not talented, I am obsessed.
Give it up for the Notorious, Conor McGregor!
There's two things I really like to do, and that's whoop ass and look good, and I'm doing one of them right now, and Saturday night, I'm gonna do the other.
I'm gonna wipe out everyone in this division, I said that, and I will do it.
He's a little short-ass twerp, and I look forward to punching a hole in his face.
I'm gonna hand him my spit bucket, tell him to go back and spit shine that belt, and bring it back here as they're ready for me to take it. I'm sitting up here with my feet on the desk. What's anyone up there gonna do about it? Not one of you are gonna do anything about it.
Conor was born in Dublin City in one of the national maternity hospitals here, 12th of July 1988. Midwife turned to my wife and said, this guy is going to be a boxer, because he came out of the womb with his fists clenched. So he was destined to be a fighter, I think.
I had many fights growing up, as most young boys do from where I'm from and around this area. Get into fights. I won some and I lost some.
When he went boxing, I remember he turned to us and says, "Why didn't you put me into boxing earlier?" He knew that was for him.
Conor first stepped into my gym when he was about 16. Conor did stand out early on in that he could hit hard, and he also had a, let's call it a gregarious personality.
I was thrown into a plumbing trade. Give a about plumbing, didn't know anything about plumbing. I just went on that site because culture told me that that's what I have to do. I'd done it for a while, and then I realized this is not what I want to do. Like, this is not what I want to do, then what the f am I doing it for? And I walked out, 18 months in, maybe.
There was a concern there for us, for his mother and father. We didn't know what he was going to do, to be honest with you.
Early on, obviously didn't know what it was. I couldn't look to my mother and say, hey, this Irish man done it. I'm gonna follow in his footsteps, because there was no footsteps. I had to create my own footsteps and follow them. They were a little unsure at first, but they supported me, and they knew I would do it. If I said I'd do it, so.
I was actually in Ireland, and people kept coming up to me and talking about Conor McGregor. Have you ever seen Conor McGregor fight? Have you ever heard of Conor McGregor? Well, I came back to Vegas and talked to the matchmakers, and they had heard of him. So I flew him out from Ireland. He and I went out to dinner. He told me he's on what's called the dole, which is basically unemployment over there. When I left that dinner, I said, I don't know if this kid can fight, but if he can even fight a little bit, he's going to be a huge star. There's only 9,000 people that can get into that arena in Dublin, and it sounds like there's 90,000.
It was a phenomenal night for the sport in our country, and it sent it into the stratosphere over here.
We're not here just to take part, we're here to take over.
He wasn't in the UFC to make up numbers. He wasn't there to be a token Irish guy. He was there to take over, and that's what happened over the last 12, 24 months. The numbers don't lie.
No pipe did home, no battle drum did sound its red tattoo, but the Angelus bells or the levee swells rang out in the foggy dew.
When Conor won the interim title and he beat Chad Mendes, I think it boosted the confidence of European fighters that they can compete at this level. You know, these guys will come up every once in a while that have that it factor, that thing that other people are attracted to. He speaks well, he's very funny, he's a home run.
I'm the real champion. At the king of Dublin, yeah? You're looking at him. Look
This next fight is done and dusted. It's over. It's been over since January of this year. Aldo is a busted flush at this moment, okay? He's finished. After the Dennis Siver fight in Boston, remember when Conor jumped the ring and he was in Aldo's face? That moment, the fight was won. Conor McGregor is going to crack Jose Aldo's skull. I'm not happy to say that, but I think Jose Aldo would want to have a good craniologist on standby.
Look into my eyes, little man. Little Brazilian. Ooh, vamos, hey.
If he shows up, he will be agitated, he will be over-emotional. If I half faint, he will overreact. He will drain himself from this. He will panic. He will overload on the right hand. I will slip the right hand and bang the left hook. That will be the beginning of the end.
McGregor, how long is it going to take you to rip his head off?
It will be done in one.
9. Jose Aldo is your opponent for that. And I was fascinated by your move in the news conference. I know you guys are always trying to get into the head of your opponent. Back in March, for the news conference to promote the fight, you actually snatched his belt. You hope to do that on July 11th, but you took
Well, I
his belt.
snatched my belt.
Oh,
It was
that's
simply
your belt.
taking what was mine. He was on my home turf and he tried to lay claim that he was the king of my city, but you do not lay claim to being the king of my city while the king of the city is around. So the king of the city rose up and snatched what was his, which was the gold belt, and raised it before my crowd, my passionate crowd. It was.
You took it back.
Exactly, I took it back and raised it for my people. It was a beautiful moment. In that it was a teaser almost for what July 11 will be, where I raise it for real in beautiful Las Vegas City in front of my home crowd.
Why are you so confident that you will do that?
I don't know. I'm in a business where you must be confident. If you have any doubts, they will come back and play against you. So I am supremely confident, and as well, I feel I'm confident in my work ethic, my approach to the game, my non-stop effort to get better as a martial artist. I don't feel that nobody else in the game is doing what I'm doing or is moving the way I am moving.
Where's that come from, Conor?
It just comes from years and years of practice on the mat, you know. I have had many fights inside the octagon, outside the octagon, in rings, on mats. I am an experienced veteran in the fight game, and through that and through a belief in my team and my ability, I have just gained a bulletproof confidence that cannot be stopped.
Are you big on predictions? Do you usually make predictions before fights? And if so, how will it end on the 11th?
I always make accurate predictions. I've predicted many contests. I've predicted my entire career. And, you know, I predict the future. So for me, I have already predicted this contest. I predict 4 minutes of the first round, he will be KO'd.
First round? Wow.
Yes, I feel that the power matched with the precision, he will not be able to take it. So 4 minutes. First round, he will be done.
Coming off of an explosive press conference here in Torrance, California, here with Conor McGregor, and Conor, a lot of people have sat in that seat that Nate Diaz sat in today. How do you think he handled it? You said that people have shrank when they've been put in that McGregor bubble. How did Diaz respond to it?
The same, and he kept, you know, I felt he shrank as well. You know, he maybe put it up a little bit better than many, but I still feel he shrank. He kept looking to Nick. I was almost talking to Nick more than I was talking to Nate, so. But whatever, this is nothing. The fight is March 5th, 10 days. I'm looking forward to it.
And he made a pretty strong accusation towards you.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Not even sure how serious we should take it, how serious he meant it.
Yeah, I don't think he did either. I mean, it's serious. It's absolutely ridiculous. The most tested fighter in 2015 I was on the roster, so I am very big against steroids. I have lambasted everyone that has been caught for steroids. Previous opponents have been caught, and I butchered them for everything they were worth for taking steroids. So, and then the fact that his two teammates took steroids and were caught. So, I pay no attention to it. It was ridiculous.
Can you describe the level of disappointment that there is not another belt sitting on the other side of that podium today?
Yeah, I mean, this is what, you know, I could see the picture, but again, a bruised foot is You don't want to fight with a bruised foot, no way. So it is what it is.
What kind of injury would it take to keep Conor McGregor from a UFC fight?
You know, there are true injuries. Let's get that right. There are true injuries that can hamper you, but I don't know. I've yet to find one. You know, I've yet to find one.
Answer this question. Conor McGregor fights for the 100 and blank belt first. 45, 55, 70. Give an answer to that.
Well, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Conor McGregor fights, and that's it. That's all you need to know. That's all I need to know. The fans need to know, and that's all the UFC executives need to know. And that's why they high-five each other every time. And as long as the real draw is still on the card.
Well, you call yourself Mystic Mac. You've already given a prediction, first-round knockout, but you go further than predictions. You describe the exact sequences that lead to them.
Yeah.
So what is going to happen on March 5th with Nate Diaz?
He's a hit and pull fighter. He hits, pulls, and then plods as well. I just think he's too predictable in everything he does. He's in a set pattern, and he neglects other disciplines, and it's hampered them. It's hampered the Diaz brothers' progression as a martial artist. So I feel his body will be ripped to shreds. It's a soft frame. I feel the left uppercut will be a nice one. You know, the long range is an illusion. I feel my left uppercut will ping him clean.
Are you excited to test yourself against bigger guys? You know, he mentioned size over and over again at this press conference. Is that something you like to do?
This is martial arts. There is, in true warfare, weight is not an issue. So this is something I enjoy. I have fought bigger men before, so I look forward to it.
Let's roll to the roads. Be careful now on that. What do you think this is, motherfucker? Do it on the f***ing Yukon. You'll end up in that boot.
Never been in a roast.
No? No. Welcome.
Welcome to the club.
Tuck it in, look. Get that. I'm gonna come up to you tomorrow.
Dude, I swear to God.
I'm gonna come up to you tomorrow.
You're the f***ing man.
They're like a cardboard cutout of me in a fighting stance and the Irish flag draped over the balcony. That is f***ing crazy.
I'm here on the West Coast. Like most fights, I usually come out maybe 2-3 weeks before. But every time I come back, it seems to be a little bit more crazy with the fans, you know. They treat me like I'm one of their own. And then I've been driving to the gym every day, and I drive past this guy's apartment, and it's like on the balcony he has like Irish flags and a cardboard cutout of me like sitting on his balcony. So now we're gonna go drop into him and see what he's about and meet one of the fans.
Give me Mr. McGregor.
What's up?
Holy shit, man.
How are you, bro?
I'm good. How are you? This is awesome.
I'm blown away by this, man. I drove by a couple of times and I was like, what the f?
Yeah,
I thought I was seeing things at first. Like,
no, it's been up since your Max Holloway fight, man.
No way. Are you looking forward to the fight next week?
Oh, yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
You kidding me? I got my shirt, my wardrobe in there. I got your shoes. You see them right through there.
What, the Reeboks?
Yeah, it says champ on the back.
I don't even have them. I didn't even need them ones. They are unbelievable, man.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah.
Honestly, man, that's unbelievable. I'm going to put on a show for you.
Thank you so much, yeah.
Every Saturday before the fight, I put up my cardboard cutout, I put up the flag, I put up the banner, and the only thing I can say, and I hope Conor sees this, is that feeling he had with Jose Aldo when he knocked him out and he became the champ, hands down, that's what I felt like tonight. Like, that's how amazing it was. And I really hope he sees that, and I mean, I think he saw it on my face, and there we go again, see, it's going again, but that's what, that's the best I can say, man. I'm enamored right now, man. I'm shaking. I'm acting like such a little baby, and I'm sorry. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it, man. Honestly, it was an honor to meet you, brother.
I appreciate the support of all the fans out here and all over the world. I never take it for granted. I use it as a motivation, so I am extremely grateful.